Hey, welcome, my brother. How you doing, man? I'm Mark Edward Davis with my wife,
Lana Rose.
and we're the owners of Dream Connections. We got some special things to share. We've been doing a series of training, and it's been teaching you how to use our virtual program, the Dream Quest program, to meet your future wife, and how to use that program. And then we've talked about what to do on the calls. This is part 3. It's like, okay, now you have one. So without further ado, I want to get into what I'm going to call the psychology of courting. And here we go. The psychology of successful courting. And let me give you a quick overview of what we're going to be covering tonight. First of all, we're going to talk about where you are. So let's go to exactly where you are today. And that's having just finished your quest tour, you have a relationship you're starting. Then part 1 is going to be what she's quietly measuring right now, which is interesting. Part 2, how to stand out now that you're her guy. Part 3, the one feeling that makes her fall in love. So this ought to be interesting. And then part 4, the 3 things you can start doing today. Sound practical? Let's dive in. At the end of this, we want to get you from just finishing, having that new person that you're connecting with, and at the same time, then how to guide that towards a marriage relationship, because that's what we're good at. Dream Connection started in 2011, and we put together more than 450 marriages and counting. We hope you're going to be the next one. So let's get you successful. So here's where you are today. First of all, you just completed your Dream Quest program. You went with your matchmaker. You had your coaching. You learned so much from romantic mastery, from the training videos, from actually doing your dates. And with your matchmaker together, you now have your successful relationship where the two of you feel mutual interest, like this could go somewhere. Now what? You're both very excited, but a little bit nervous, with hope. And you want things to go well, but you're a little uncertain how to lead into this next phase of what we call courtship. You have a new relationship, a courtship, but what exactly is courtship? So let me camp on that with you right here for a while. The term courtship is not as familiar in the West. It's not as really well known to our guys in most of the Western world. I guess it's British in a way, this idea. But if you separate it out, you have now dating, which is what you do on your Quest program, where you're meeting a whole bunch of them and you want to see where your chemistry goes. You want to see what rises to the top. So you're meeting all these different ladies, and now you've got one, and the two of you both say, yeah, we're excited. Let's see where it goes. Now you enter what I call courtship, because you're courting just one to hopefully win her heart, lead, and get her to finally at some point say, yes, and then I do. And so the courtship is the process from, I think you and I could be a great fit, let's see where it goes, to that day where either, and God knows for sure, either it comes together, you're married, or you realize, no, this wasn't the fit we thought. But courtship is the process. I like it because it sounds like the man's leading. He's courting the woman. He's drawing her out. He's inviting her in. He's opening her heart. He's giving a sense of what life would be like with him. And so in a sense, the man leads, and so you're courting her. Say, come on, let's see what this would be like together. So she gets to follow, and I'm going to describe to you here what that's like from a psychological standpoint, emotional standpoint, and hopefully give you the tools how to win. Mm-hmm. All right? Had you heard that term courtship before?
Never before.
No?
Like English word, no.
Yeah. Mostly just dating and then...
Dating, yes.
Dating or marriage, right? Mm-hmm. Well, the truth is, you think about, like in our relationship, from the first weeks when we started chatting online, and it was interesting. I really believe it was almost like this sign from God. I felt convicted. I knew this was going to be the one. Mm-hmm. And so for me, this is exactly what I was doing. I was trying to give her a picture emotionally what it would be like to be in a relationship with me, to warm her up, get her to open her heart, make it pleasant. And so I was courting. And what I found from all my years of being the matchmaker, so many guys want to hurry up and go from, okay, I found you, now let's get married. And what my opinion is, you can tell me, because you're the woman here in this equation, not me. But I just find that the women like the courting. They like the man showing them attention. They like the man trying to sell them on the idea like you could be the one, and not just to hurry to marriage, but let her enjoy this growing feelings developing and not to hurry it so much. You feel the same?
Completely agree with you.
Yeah. It was enjoyable.
Yeah.
Now, we'll talk relationships later, but I think we've even found secret ways to keep those feelings of courtship and the emotions alive and even growing even after marriage. And that's going to be a whole nother beautiful video series. You want her, your goal is you want her to fall madly in love with you. So that's where you are. And so you're going, okay, Mark and Lana, how do I do that? Let's do it. Let's get into it. Part one, what she's quietly measuring right now. And so, what do you mean measuring? Well, look, after your Zoom date, she's asking herself this question. And I need you to know this because you need to understand what's going on inside of her. She's asking herself with every interaction, every text, can I relax and really fall for this man? And can you describe what goes on in your mind a little bit? You're nervous. You don't know. You're trying to check this guy out. What does it take for you to relax? What does it take for you to feel calm with me? Just a feeling?
Yes, it's a feeling, and it's conversation. You even feel in conversation how you take a conversation, how you pay attention. It's immediately you feel
Calm.
calm. Yeah.
And so, I'll teach you in other videos, especially when you get into the romantic mastery course, you'll learn how to create that atmosphere of calm. And you bring it. You start off with, you're the man. In fact, I think I touched it here in a couple of bullet points. Let's keep going. So here's how you deliver this for her, where she starts saying, I can really relax and fall for this man. First of all, emotional stability. And I did a whole talk on testing, so I'm not going to go in depth for it now, but please look for it, How to Win Her Tests, on the YouTube channel. And she's really asking herself, when feelings get big in either direction, either high or she gets frustrated, or she challenges you, she didn't understand something. And guys, it's going to happen. And it's not that she's intentionally meaning to put you to a test, but especially in the international relationships, which, by the way, are way more successful than domestic. We have over 90% success rate. I remember even outside of our company because of the work we do to make that number high, even normal U.S. statistics on international marriages had a 78% marriage success rate. So don't get discouraged that you're going to be tested, because there is one challenging aspect. You have communication, language issues, you have cultural understandings. She's comparing you to all of the other Ukrainian men she's ever known. You're comparing her to all the other American women you've ever known. And those assumptions are wrong. And so this process is good because it helps you both. Okay, wait, he's not a Ukrainian man. She's not an American woman, or whatever country, Australian, whatever country you're from. But she wants to know that when she challenges you and say, well, what did you mean by that? That she's just like the quote says here on the screen, when feelings get big, does he stay calm and kind? Or does he get defensive and distant and cold and hold off and push off and get offended? So honestly, every time, please watch that video I did on how to handle her tests and build romance through them. Because if you can master this and be the same man every day that shows up for her, whether it's in text, whether it's on video, whether it's finally in person, that you're the same man every day, and you're not rattled. And there's great ways to handle that. So first thing, she's just looking for emotionally stable. Are you good? Are you strong? Can she relax into you, knowing that you can handle it? You can handle her. And next one is she's looking for reliability. And that's where many men drop the ball. So you don't have to be perfect, but if you say, I'll call you at 9, call her at 9. Is that hard? Because in this phase of courtship, when she's evaluating, can I just relax and fall for this man? If he's not reliable, he doesn't show up, there's always an excuse. And if it happens once, you're not perfect, that's fine. She's understanding. But if your pattern is consistency, she can relax. Wow, he does what he says. He does what he says. And then she can relax. Because in this phase, mistakes like unreliability without communicating, you don't care, you're hey, it's just the way I am. If I'm 10 minutes late, if I can't make it, you just have to be patient. No, that it blows up 10 times, because now she's thinking, if he's like this now, how is that going to translate to a married relationship? And it becomes a bigger problem. So, it's not that challenging for you. Just do what you say.
And keep promises.
Keep promises. We've been through this a lot, because you would say, Mark, you kept all your promises, right? Mm-hmm. So I knew that. I teach this stuff. But to me, it's just character. You want to do that. Calm, masculine leadership. And I really like this sentence in the slide. She wants to feel the relationship is moving forward without her having to push it. So you're the one just gently steering, suggesting the next call, talking about meeting in person in the future, sharing what you're starting to feel. You start feeling emotions, sharing all that kind of stuff. So you're the one guiding this and giving her a picture and really inviting her to say, yeah, I'm starting to feel that too, right? Mm-hmm. But you're the one leading it. Yeah. Let's see, continued with this idea of what she's quietly measuring. Real listening, not just waiting for your turn to talk. And you'll find that she starts opening up more. The more she gets relaxed, she starts opening more. And if you really hear her, maybe even repeat back what she said to her, and then ask the next deeper question, then she's going to feel safer than she has in years. Wow, this man really pays attention to me. He's really here. He cares. He's listening. 5, warm and respectful affection. And this is when just that gentle, hey, I miss your voice already, or thinking about you made me smile today. It lands like gold. And too much, too fast will scare her, but too little says you're cooling off and you're not that interested. So it's a balance. Mm-hmm. You gave me a suggestion earlier. Talk to her. What's the right amount, right? Mm-hmm. How often do you call? Do I write too much? Some people make the mistake of thinking, well, she might be busy. The girl might say that, oh, he might be busy. I don't want to write to him. And I just suggest you both come up with a rule. Write freely when the person comes to your mind, naturally. Hey, you just came to my mind. Don't worry if she's working for her. Don't worry if you think he's busy. He'll get to the message when he can. She'll get to the message when she can. She may get to it when she wakes up in the morning. So be patient that the person can't respond right away when you're big time zone different. But you want to not withhold showing, I'm really interested in you and I'm enjoying this. And but check in once in a while. Is this about the right pace for us?
Yeah, it's very pleasure to receive. Even if you're busy, for example, and anyway, if you open your phone and to receive a message, of course, it's so pleasure. And you can answer later, for example. It's not mean that disturb or annoying, for example. It's pleasure.
It's pleasant.
Better pleasant to receive message than don't receive.
Exactly. All right. And then finally, having that's not a proper, I have an extra word in there. Having fun in life makes her want to join the fun. So remember this, and I got this from Dr. Robert Glover. The attractive man is comfortable in his own skin. He knows where he's going and is having fun along the way. And when you pipe in and you have good energy, because she feels stressed, I promise you, watch the video I talked about life paths. You have to understand where she's coming from. She has to have been both masculine and feminine to support herself, to do her career before she met you. And so for her to see somebody where she can relax and go, here's my little bubble, here's my oasis, right? Like an oasis in the desert. Here's my break. I get to come into this energy where this guy is my fun zone. It's my relaxation, my pleasure. And I think that for guys, we were looking for, especially if we've had a stressful life, we're looking for that feminine that'll nurture us and care for us and baby us, right? And that will come in time. But the first thing you have to do is, first of all, show her that you're good already. And when you get into the deeper relationship, you can start receiving more of her nurturing feminine energy. But in the early stages, if you're looking for that, it shows neediness, weakness. And and so just remember, the first thing to do is just show that you're already good. You're already good on your own. You're good outside of your relationship with her, and you're enjoying your life. And like we said last week in the talk, she's evaluating how you are at work because she's wondering, is this guy hate his life, hate his job? And she's just going to walk into this situation where the guy's always angry and pissed off, and it's uncomfortable and not fun. So at least come away with the impression in these early days. It's like, I like my life. I hope to invite you. I hope to have you part of my life. But I'm having fun. Let me tell you what I did today, or what I've got coming up, or I've been thinking about you. And it's a way for her to go, a break from seriousness, a break from everything else. So courtship is you're putting your best self forward. And I think part of it, I ought to just teach some deeper philosophical things later, because Lana will tell you, I'm always this way. I'm always calm. I don't react. I'm at peace with things. And I look with curiosity and wonder at the world around me. And to me, everything is joy.
Yeah, it's true.
And so I want to teach you guys that skill as well. But in these early days, if you are coming from a place where you've been stressed, you've been in hostile work environments, to share that is, you're trying to give her an impression of who you are, how you handle the world, and that if she was with you, that it would be a pleasant experience to be with you. And so as the man you're leading, you want to create, like we talked about so many times, the man being the castle walls. It's going to give her a safe place to relax and be the feminine, where she can then warm up and be the hospitality. She can warm up and be the spiritual warmth of the home. And so during these days, you're letting her be invited into your castle walls, where say, yes, the world is hostile out there, but you and I are together. Let's enjoy us. Fair?
Yeah, it's true.
It's true. Let's keep going. Part 2, how to stand out now that you're her guy. Because that's the cool part about it at this point. You are now her guy. And let's see, Patch says, my wife would say that I was a serious man. Oh, okay. Well, there you go. Here's some tips for you. This is the cool part, because now you're not competing with 500 guys bombarding her inbox and her social media or whatever dating app she has. You're it. And but what you are competing with is now she's just one-on-one with you. She's picked you. You picked her to see how far this journey will go. You're competing with her fears, her past hurts, and her imagination of what can go wrong. And I wish that wasn't true, but it is true. And so for every imagination she thinks about how this could go wrong, and what used to drive me crazy, if you don't mind me sharing this, she would say, well, I know all men are like this. I would so many times go, stop. I'm not all men. How many times have I said that?
Yeah.
A million times. And I said, what we have is our own. It's unique. And I'm a different person. And I give that to you. Use that line, guys, because it's true about you. You're not every man. And so she may say, my experience with every other man, well, first of all, they're all Ukrainian men, and I'm not any of them. So help her keep having a fresh idea of this is special. What you two have is different. So own the frame every day. And so start the morning. Here's just some tips. You start the morning with a little voice message. When she gets up, she can just hear you say, hey, good morning, beautiful. Just wanted to hear your smile before my day gets started. And she can hear your voice. What I used to do is, knowing our time zone difference and knowing that I would be awake pretty much the whole night she's sleeping, just because of our time zone shift. Sometime during my day, I would send out I would write a little love note, just something that I knew something that when she woke up in the morning, that she would have a chance to see that in her inbox, and it would be something pleasant to just start the day. I like this suggestion too. You can just send so she can hear your voice. Send a little short voice recording in the app. Whether you use WhatsApp or Viber or whatever you're using, Signal. They have an option to set and record a little voice message, and just let her hear that tone. So, but anyway, I just think that's a great way to frame the day. Let her start the day with pleasantness from you. So look at when she wakes up, and little inside tip: plan to arrive about 5 a.m. her time, okay? Because that way, if she wakes up, it's got a little bit of time there. So make sure it's at about 5 a.m. So that way, it's no matter, you're not going to be late. So, because if she wakes up in the middle of the night or in the morning and looks at that message is not there, it's just like, then she's disappointed. So get it there 2 or 3 hours before she would wake up. Okay. So anyway.
Good advice.
Now that turned out to be a problem because she would end up waking up at 5 in the morning looking for it.
I can tell this work very well. If you send every morning this message, I use one morning and you don't see this message, oh, what has happened?
Right.
That is good morning.
Right. Because it sets your mood for the day. Guys,
immediately great mood for the day.
Yeah. And you're smiling all day. And how many times do you go back and read that message?
Oh, many times.
Isn't that great, the power you guys have to make somebody's day, to let them smile all day long because of something small you did, a little note, just something pleasant, and make it fresh and different every day. But anyway, that's it. Another tip, here's an idea, a consideration. You may set up mini video dates. You consider adding your video calls. And whether you do them once a day or whether you talk about when you want to do them, incorporate video calls into it, not just text, because text can be misunderstood. And honestly, that's where most misunderstandings happen. It's this, okay, you go to, depending on her English level, you go to Google Translate and you translate it to Russian, or she takes your English, translate it to see if she understands, and it doesn't go, and then the tone changes. And now everybody's upset. And then no, let me rewrite that, help you understand okay. So that'll happen, hopefully not often. Honestly, shouldn't happen often. But once in a while, you can have text misunderstandings. So make sure you put in the mix your video calls so you can see each other face to face. And even if you have to translate while you're talking and copy and paste the translations in the chat, it doesn't matter. It's just you get to feel each other's energy.
Video calls is very important because even different feelings, different emotions, you can see how you talk, how you feel. For example, if you're just chatting, it just create, I can tell another relationship like friendship. Okay, how are you? That's something I share between that, but it's different something. Anyway, you need to feel each other, to look at eyes in your eyes.
Yeah. To feel the romance
and connection, to feel.
Yeah, deep connection.
Deep connection.
Good call. And then start asking the deeper questions. The couple of examples came up. It's like, it's Saturday. It's like, tell me what a perfect Saturday would be like for you. Ooh, I hadn't thought about that. Well, maybe I'd do this. When you were little, what did you think love would be like or feel like? Just something to go a little bit deeper. And again, the benefit you guys have today is you guys can get all kinds of help from ChatGPT or other things. Tell me some romantic things I can ask my girl, whatever. But, we need help, guys. We all need help, but we have it today.
Yeah, but GPT can create
a monster. Yeah, you don't want her falling in love with GPT, but just some prompts. But then you're the one who asks and you deepen the conversation. Don't get lazy. Don't make her fall in love with GPT. That's a danger. Because then when you're finally together in person, it's like, what happened to this guy? Hang on a second. So no. Just a little help, just to spark.
Did you use GPT in our...
I didn't. I did not. I'm trying to think if I'm sure I used AI somewhere. I had to, because we use it all the time, just for everything else in life.
You don't need GPT because you create everything.
To me, it was such, and I think most of the guys will be this way too. When you really fall in love and you just feel like this is the one. It's like it just comes out of you. Everything comes out of you. You don't have to fight to think of things to say because you're just so enjoying the energy and the feelings, and you're so curious about her. And guys, curiosity, of course, as you know, in my teachings, is the number one. Honestly, I would write a book on curiosity because I think it's the juice of life, and it's being curious of her. How does she think? What's the philosophy behind that? But curiosity is everything. Walking down the street. Oh, look, we saw today. There's this bird's nest up there. It's huge. What is that? And she's trying to tell me the kind of bird she thinks it is. And most people walk by, they don't even notice. But if you are curious about everything around you, life is amazing. Life is amazing. I guess we'll continue on. So how to stand out continued. Now that you're the one, give compliments that she'll be replaying in her head at 2 a.m. And, this is where you get a little more poetic and romantic. And she'll say, I'm very romantic. I love how your eyes light up when you talk about your dreams. And I would say more specifically about something about me. He says, I can't tell you how much my entire day I was floating just to hear you say, blah, 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 that I was sweet or I look good or whatever. There's this quiet beauty that just makes time stop. And, I think that's a truth we talked about a lot. It's like when we're together on those video calls, sometimes it'd go an hour or 2 hours and we thought it was like 10, 15 minutes. We're like, how did that happen? Right.
Yeah.
And I just said, it's just something captivating about us that I'm in love with us and the way this feels. Right. Be specific, be characteristic, and make it a little more rare. And by rare, I mean not that you do it often, but that they're different. You vary it up, and maybe it isn't every day, but once in a while, you got to just think about something that's really magical to you and figure out how to say that so that she'll be thinking about those words and replaying them in her mind. And share your life in real time. I didn't do this as much. I took you with you on walks sometimes in my camera. I'd go with you on walks, or I'd be at the gym and I'd have you in the gym on me. But make her feel like she's there with you in your world, So you're walking a dog, and maybe if time zones are off and you can't do this live, then do them with little short video clips. Hey, I'm out here. I'm out in this park. I'm out with the dog. Throwing the ball. I can't wait till this future time when you can come do it with us. And she starts to get a picture of this future life with you that sounds fun and enticing.
We share a lot of pictures.
We did. That's true. We shared a lot of pictures. That's true. What did the pictures mean to you? Was there any special pictures, or just to get one?
For me, it was interesting pictures, like your daily routines, for example, what you're doing. So you image your life, and you understand how you live. What interesting for you?
Yeah. I remember for a while I was almost sending you one every day from the gym just to say
I understood. From your pictures, I understood that you care about your body, you like sport, and you like disciplines at each morning, every morning at 8 morning, right? At 8 morning.
8 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, you're at gym. So it's created this imagine about your life.
Cool. And why not? That's the life you want to invite her into. The next point says, start talking about meeting in person sometime in the next first 2 to 3 weeks. I mean, not that you're going to meet her in the first 2 or 3 weeks, but sometime in those first 2 weeks, talk about, hey, let's start planning a time when we can meet in person. And you guys may do that the first week you're together. But in the middle of that, just say, add the emotional touch that she's looking for. I want to start looking at flights because I want to hold your hand and just look in your eyes and tell you what I'm feeling instead of just doing it over these things. And when can you clear some time so we can make that trip happen when you have time? So it turns the conversation, instead of maybe, it's like when. Let's just plan it, right? And I can't imagine in this scenario any woman not wanting to plan meeting you in person. She's already said you're the one, and you're moving towards that. So how else do you really determine if you're it or not until you can finally meet in person? So she's going to be wondering that question in her mind. Is he serious? Right? And the way you start answering the question, if you're serious, is like, I'm planning on coming. And guys, when you start doing that, send her the tickets. Here, I bought it. Send her a copy of the screenshot or something from your phone or your computer that I bought them. Here's where I'm coming. And then get into the details. Please, can you meet me there? Can I help you? Do you need to get a bus to get to the airport? Whatever the case may be, start logistically like it's going to happen and showing her the evidence that's going to happen. That will heighten her emotional connection to you because she realizes you're serious. This isn't a game. You're really serious. You're going to come meet me. And it increases her engagement with you and her seriousness with you.
Yeah, it's true.
It's true. Okay. All right. Now, the one feeling that makes her fall in love, and I just love this picture, so I had to use it.
Me too.
Okay, right now she's asking herself, ready, guys? Do I feel more peace, more joy, more like the woman I want to be when I'm talking to him? This is your goal. Get her to the place where she feels, I say, just safe, calm, happy, where she looks forward to hearing from you, where it's pleasant. Like she starts looking to her phone for her messages. She's looking for the next time she can talk to him because her day is elevated because of you. That her anticipation of hearing from you is a bright spot into. All right, more comments in the chat. Oh. I sent her my flight details. She knowing my flight would arrive. Make you feel more real now? I said I wasn't real before. Oh, so she says, oh, that makes you more real now. You were like, I wasn't real before. And she says, I couldn't explain it, but now it felt more real that you had your tickets. Yeah, we're talking about the psychology of courting. When you have proof that it isn't just fancy talk, because you guys got to imagine, we're not like women. And whereas a woman will get all kinds of messages, she'll get private messages, DMs, she'll get emails, all these guys hitting on her. And most of them, they ignore because it's just stupid. It's too much. And they're fluff. And these guys don't know her. They're just saying, oh, these gushy things and things like this. And so she's in her mind going, okay, this guy, I've separated him out. He's starting to separate himself out. But is he real? Well, when you buy a ticket, she's like, I can't explain it, but this is real now. And for her, it's deeper, and it is where you want to go. You want her to keep feeling that. Wow, now she feels like she has a real man in her life.
Yeah, it's working.
Yeah. Let me know if you want to answer or chime in. Okay, just interrupt me. Interrupt me. If her answer becomes almost daily yes, that I feel more peace and joy talking to him, she's yours. Because a woman wants to feel that every day, and she'll keep coming back for more. That's the game at this stage. Guys, I'm telling you, in the courtship, if you get her saying that, I feel more peace and joy, I feel like the woman I want to be, and that means you're helping her feminine come out. She's relaxing her masculine because she has a man now. And she looks forward to your video calls. She looks forward to your messages. You won the game. And now you have to consistently be that man and just show up and let her relax into you and then enjoy the two of you together. This quote from Maya Angelou, she said, people forget what you said and even what you did, but they'll never forget how you made them feel. Mm-hmm. And you're trying to get her to feel safe and happy and glad she has you in her life. All right. Finally, I just have a few things here. about what you can do today. Send her a short voice message before bed tonight, telling her one specific thing about maybe your last call or something you just feel about her, appreciate about her, how she makes you feel, what you look forward to in the future. Let her have that message ready when she wakes up, that she can hear that message from you. Schedule your next video, whether in this case, in the slide, I would suggest you could do same time, like create a ritual exactly at this time you always call. Maybe it's once or twice a week. But anyway, treat it like a doctor's appointment. You don't miss those. And get those scheduled with her. And then open the calendar together and pick out those exact dates when you're coming to see her. And I like using this phrase, I'm coming for you.
Mm-hmm.
I'm coming to get you.
It's touch.
Yeah.
This was touch deeply.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You want the man to come get you.
Of course.
Yeah. It's romantic. And we think about the old days when you have a knight would come to rescue the girl. I'm coming for you, right?
Mm-hmm.
And in the West, it's hard because the women don't want to be rescued. I don't need to be rescued. What do you mean you're coming for me? Or especially, we use very progressive words together where I say, you're my woman. You are mine. And for them, they love that. In America, you say that to an American woman, you are mine. They get offended. But I'm saying this is a different culture. I want to teach you guys how to say something that's deeply meaningful to them. They want to feel like a man, that they belong to a man, and that he owns her, responsible for her, will take care of her, she can relax into him. She has a man now. So it's not bad. So use that vocabulary. I'm coming for you. I'm coming for you. And you're going to win. So obviously, in closing, your first step today, just email me and ask me the question, how can you meet your future wife with Dream Connections? And I hope that helps. If you're interested in meeting your Ukrainian cutie, shoot me an email, mark@dreamconnections.com.